After 2 years of high school, here I am. This series of videos started a while ago. I made the first video 2 years ago when I was in 7th grade, graduating elementary school. I did that. Then I made a video later in that year, 2013, that was in September, entering high school. Then in June of 2014, I made a video called After 1 Year, which was essentially a video that talked about how my first year of high school went. And a year later, here I am, 2015, June 2015, making an After 2 Years video. So, yeah, let's go back to grade 7. When I was in elementary school, I thought of myself as me. I just didn't think about who I was. I just thought of me as me. I didn't really analyze. I didn't think, who am I? Do I really know who I am, what I'm about, what I like, what I don't like, and all these things that I want? No, I didn't think about any of that. But then, when 7th grade hit, that's when I really started thinking about who I was on the inside and what I presented to the social table and my contributions to what would be in stock when it came to class and when it came to society. I hate that word. I hate using that word society because it's so overused by me that it's just becoming mundane to me. But anyway, society, I was starting to think about that way more. And I'd always compare myself to people, thinking, oh man, that person is so much better than I am. That person doesn't know I exist. I am worthless to that person. I had this dumb mindset that I was my own individual who was just an individual to me, and I wasn't an individual to everybody else. I was just a background character, an extra in other people's lives. Grade 8 came along, and I made new friends. That happened. I still kept that mindset that I was too shallow, too worthless to be noted by other people, and other people were more superior to me. I didn't think that I could live up to the expectations set up by other people towards me. I didn't even know that other people had expectations towards me. I didn't expect that. I thought that I was just, again, an extra in other people's lives. I didn't think that people would be thinking to themselves, oh, he looks nice. Oh, he's cool. I didn't think that I would be significant enough, or I was significant enough to be somebody's thought for the day. I didn't think that I would be a superior human being enough to the fact that people would think about me. I didn't think that I was worth living, to be honest. I didn't think that I thought that no one knew who I was. So, yeah, that's how grade 8 was. I made some friends, but, of course, you gotta have friends in high school, starting things out in grade 8. Grade 8 was fun, and I was acceptant. I accepted the fact that I was a loser who nobody liked and had no friends, which is totally contradictory because I had friends. I was just too delusional to see that. I thought that nobody liked me and all that. So, yeah, that was grade 8. Grade 9, starting things out. I had my first semester of English, PE, French, and then metal art, which was, you go into a shop and you make things out of metal. It was really cool. First semester, I did well. I didn't get the principal's role because of English, which I did get last year. I got the principal's role last year, but because there was the BC strike and all that, I didn't get any certificate, so I was freaking ripped off by the teachers. But anyways, principal's role, by the way, is the highest form of rewarding in our school. There are 2 or 3 rewards you can get. There's a Super G, which everybody gets pretty much. There's the Honor Roll, which is an 80% average between all your courses. And then there's the Principal's Roll, which is a 90 above average in every course. I got the Principal's Roll last year because I am an amazing, smart person, obviously, as you can tell, because I'm a nerd who plays video games and uploads videos of him playing video games to the internet. And I did not get that this year. I got 88% in English, 2% more I would have gotten that certificate, but you know, I had it last year, but I didn't get a certificate because the strike made school end before it was supposed to end, so there was no official certificate, and nobody really did get the principal's role. And I know people who did get it, but they, of course, like me, they didn't get a certificate. But anyways, this year I didn't get that because English screwed me over. Other than that, I was proud with how I was able to do. I got 88 in English, and in French I did really well. Metal art was really fun, and metal art, I also made I made a lot of friends in metal art, new friends, and people from older grades I also made friends with too, which was interesting. And PE, I liked that because there was like a lot of foundation for friendships that happened in that class. And keep in mind, in the first semester of grade 9, I still had that mentality that, man, people don't like me, and people should not like me because I'm not worthy of being liked, I'm not worthy of being significant, I'm not worthy of being thought about by other people. I still had that mindset, and I was still totally acceptant of that mindset. You guys are probably like, okay, I already know all of this because he's already discussed this in his philosophical videos with the white background and everything. Hell, I don't even know if they're philosophy videos. I just call them philosophy because it makes me sound smart. So, second semester comes along, I got the, what's the word? The advanced math class, first block. Second block, I have science. Third block, information technology. And fourth block, I have social studies. Mathematics, this was a big jump because I went from the regular grade 8 math class to the advanced grade 9 math class. And in the advanced grade 9 math class, we learned a lot about grade 10 math. So, starting things off, things were actually pretty difficult. I got a B on my report card, which is interesting because I've always gotten an A in math ever since the letter grading system was introduced back in elementary school. I've always been an A student when it came to math. Math was always one of the things that I got an A in, and I got a B for the first time. Obviously, I'm Asian, so I have to get an A in math. So anyways, math is a bit of a struggle, so I have to start learning it a bit more. Make some new friends in there. Is it valid to say that I made some friends in there? I don't know. Because I had a lot of friends that were in that class, and I reinforced a lot of friendships through that math class, and, math was great. Ending it off with our final today, and I'm proud with how I was able to do on that. I don't think I did perfect. God, no, I didn't do perfect on that, but I think I did well. Second block, science. This was a pretty interesting class. So all the guys in it were really chill and all that, and we had some teacher issues. Well, not really issues like problems, but like teacher like filling-ins and all that. We had a lot of switching around with our teacher. So anyways, science was great. We learned quite a bit. It was challenging, I'm not gonna lie. Science was one of the more challenging courses that I took, and it wasn't really like the typical learning style. It was learn something, get a lot of information down on this one thing, and have a test in 2 days. It was like that. It was different than all the other things that we learned, or all the other subjects that I had. Information technology was different as well, as you know, it was information technology, right? Since I'm the person who I am, I know how to use video software, I know how to use Photoshop, I know how to configure my way through a computer because I use a computer literally every day, and I've been using this specific computer for the longest time, and I've gotten really familiar with it, so I've gotten familiar with how the settings work and everything. So we also used Apple computers in school for IT, so it was my home turf. I enjoyed the class. I finished all the assignments really quickly, and I got a really high grade in that class. So yeah, information technology was great. Socials, next. It was a very interesting course because I really didn't like it, but out of all my academic courses except for French, I did the best in social studies, and I really did not like social studies. Socials was the boring class for me. I really did not enjoy it, and for some reason I was still able to get a better grade in that than I did in math, science, and English. I'm surprised about that, to be honest, and a lot of other people were too, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, there was like a lot of things that we learned in socials. I actually was able to learn quite a bit, even though I didn't really want to. I forced myself to get into the habit of learning about the revolutions and Washington and King Charles and all that. So yeah, socials was great. And all in all, the academic courses were great. Now here comes the big part. Society. Now, first semester I still had that mindset that I wasn't worthy of being noted. But in second semester, some things started to happen, and I started feeling a bit more, real, I guess. And I finally said to myself, screw being an introvert, I want to make friends. And I want to try specific things. And I want to get out there and I want to branch out. And I did that. I was able to successfully comprehend my feelings for the world, and I was able to progress through life, and I was able to express myself. That's a very, very great word. I love that word, express. I was able to express myself to the best of my ability. And I'm proud of that. There's a whole bunch of things that I wanted to do that I got done. There's a whole bunch of people that I started talking to in second semester that I hadn't talked to before. Well, we've been acquaintances, but like, in second semester, things started turning on and I became friends with these people. There were times when I really wanted to do something and I went out and did it. It sounds very cliche and it sounds very simple, but I don't want to reveal anything because I'm only a 14-year-old kid on the internet. I made a really good comparison in one of my philosophical videos. I hate using that word philosophical, but I think it gets the point across. It was something like 14-year-old Geo is just a kid on the internet who's trying to express himself or whatever. He's been fearless and he's been crushed. And that, I'm pretty sure that sums it all up. I have been fearless. I have stood up to things. I have tried things out. And I have talked to more people, which I am very proud of. I'm very proud of the fact that I was able to branch out and I was able to get away, to stray from that side of screw society. Nobody likes me, so I don't like anybody. And I'm glad that I was able to step away from that side of not liking anybody and not wanting to participate within society to the point that I just stayed alone. I'm happy that I was able to get past that, and I'm happy that I was able to start talking to people, and I was able to start doing things. When I wanted something really bad, I went out and did it. There were a few moments where other people would just let the current breeze them right through the river of life, but I said no, and I became the current. That is interesting. That's a cool analogy. I gotta think about that a bit more. But anyways, let's just say that there have been some things that I wanted to do. There have been some things that I needed to do. There have been some things that people told me to do, and I went out and did them. When other people, they'd be too scared to do them. And if you've been paying attention, I abandoned... Okay, here's a hint. I abandoned this entire lifestyle of nobody likes me, so I like nobody. That's the only hint you guys are gonna get as to what I'm talking about, and if you're smart, you'll probably be able to figure out what I'm talking about. But anyways, I was able to get a lot of things done, and I was able to branch out, and I have this new perspective on who I am. Back in elementary school, I didn't care who I was. Grade 7, grade 8, I started caring about who I was, and I started saying to myself, who I am who I am is not good. Who I am sucks. But whatever, you know, if people don't pay attention to me, I won't pay attention to other people. Then in grade 9, here I am, abandoning that mindset that I don't like anybody, abandoning that mindset that nobody likes me, and bringing in a new mindset that if people don't talk to me, it's usually because I'm unapproachable myself, or they're just as shy as I was back then. Right now, I think of myself as just me. I'm not conscious of anything. I don't care. I'm me. And if people can't accept the fact that I'm me, then that's their problem. It's not mine. I can move on from that. And, yeah. That was my grade 9 year. I did okay in, the academic side of things, but socially and externally, I was really able to rediscover what made things great about interaction. And I was really able to establish this new mindset and this new way of doing things within society. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. To your posting to download your shows, like and subscribe to Lego 9 Gaming, and bye.